How's it going, Bladesters? We're going to be doing specs, opinions, and discussions. This is a special one. We are going to be doing a blind review. So we'll see how this works out because this is the first time that I know of that this type of thing has been done. This was inspired by EpicSnuggleBunny. For his live streams, he had like a Barney lunchbox that was packed by Blade HQ. And so he didn't know what type of knife was in there. But this one will allow you folks to see the knife, and then I'll try and figure out what it is. I'll give my opinions on it. I'll give you some of the specifications I can gather from actually handling the knife, and then we'll do the buy, borrow, or avoid, at least for my channel. So for the other ones that are involved, so I guess first off, before we get into that, Stephen Milk is the Bladester, official Bladester that actually provided this knife. So I don't know what's in this box. The only benefit I have is I know roughly the value of it. So that's one thing I'm not going to cover as far as information, or I might touch on it a little bit. But the other viewers that are going to get the knife have no idea. This could be a $5 gas station knife. This could be a $300 knife in their opinion. So that's where it's going to be really very open to interpretation on their part. So we'll see what that goes like. So for the channels involved, so myself, Blade Banter, we have Blue Collar Survival, EDC with Aaron, Jack Farmboy, JT's Knife Life, Shortcut Reviews, and the Knife Beater. So those are all the channels that are going to be involved with this. And then if you would like to be involved in secondary episodes, so we do plan on doing this again, as long as it goes well, which I think is going to go well. All the channels that are involved are pretty excited about the idea, and then we're going to kind of go from there. But if you want to be involved, let me know. Send me an email, reach me on Instagram, and then we'll go from that point. Also, if anyone would like to sponsor the secondary one, so retailers out there, if you want to provide the knives, kind of like that Blade HQ style, it's welcomed. But reach me as well for that. But we're going to try and get into this one. So Steve, man, he really taped up this box. So good and secure. So that's a good thing. But that's why I have this knife here, just in case I need it. I have this knife kind of for a reference point, so I can kind of get an idea as far as blade length and things. But we're going to try and get into this box. First, I probably will have to cut it open because he has it taped all the way around the corners, and I can't get into it. So we're going to try and do this. So there's a little bit of a bet as far as who would cut themselves first in this whole thing. And I do not necessarily want that to be me, but that is a possibility. So at least I got, yep, I got through there. Okay, so we're going to get into this one. And I think I cut the box a little bit because there's a box in there. That's not good, but that's kind of how it goes for being like a first time through. So we'll see if I damage that. Probably not. I almost cut myself there. So close the blade, especially when you're doing this stuff blind, because you do not want to cut yourself when it happens. So we're going to get this open, hopefully at some point. And welcome to the channel, welcome to the experience. Definitely as an experience for me to figure out what this is or what this could be. So as you can probably see, I'm not going to try and feel the box too much because that might give away what it is, but I'm thinking that you can see what that is. I don't know which way is right. But, so that's the box. So little cardboard box with a top for it. And then we have a cleaning cloth in there. I don't know if that's the factory one or not. And then a decent pocket clip for it. That's not a deep carry pocket clip, but it is a very thin knife. So that is kind of an interesting setup for it. Ooh, oh. I think I might know what this is, but this is also a front flipper which is pretty cool, because the other one I had, which is the rake knife, I did have to send back because that one was defective. So this one is pretty cool. Okay, so getting into things. So for action wise, let's see if I can open this without. So yeah. Yep, so front flipper for it, which is pretty good there. It doesn't have any type of stop for it. So sometimes with the flipper tabs, it actually acts as a stop for the handle, which is something that is not available here. I do hope this knife isn't like purple or like bright yellow, but that's a knife there. I do like that action a whole lot better than the rake knife. So that was my 6 soup cans type of action for that one. So for sizing wise, I mean, this one is the CRKT Coleco. So that's going to be about a 3.5 or 3 1/4 inch blade for that one. This one is going to be a little bit more, maybe 3.3 inches, but action is really smooth on it too. So that one is pretty interesting there. So for blade grind for it, does seem to be a flat grind all the way through with a drop point, which is pretty interesting there. And then so for the brand and everything else, it's escaping me as far as what the brand is, but I think it was a Real Steel. Was it Real Steel? I'm gonna have to look it up as far as that goes. But Steve, you did a good job on this. I do not have this type of knife, and if you didn't know, this is going to be my knife at the end of things. So after it goes around to everybody else, it will come back to me, and then I will be able to keep this knife, which I will do. Oh, I was able to open both ends. Awesome. Okay, so for that is the process. That is the review. So for buy, borrow, or avoid, I would say this one would be a buy. I believe this one runs anywhere from $70 or $80, I think, for retail value. And again, we'll go to more front side view on that. I have to figure that out for this knife. Oh, danger, danger, danger. Okay, close that one too. Okay, closed. Where's the other one? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Awesome. So that is closed. So, blind knife review. First go, let me know what you think. Show some support to the other folks that are being a part of this. This is a lovely knife that I'm glad I got a hold of. This is going to be a part of the knife collection that I'm going to probably keep. This one is a whole lot better than the rake, just for even the size of the handle and the blade. The other one was just really chunky as far as being thick, and then also, so it didn't really add a lot of confidence in hand when you're trying to do that front flipper action where you really don't have a good grip on it, because I think the rake is probably like that long for the handle. So let me know what you think. This would be a buy. I'm kind of surprised I didn't buy one yet, but very good, Steve. Very good to everybody else. Good luck. Let me know what you think, and thanks for your time.